little queen had understood her. How else could Manoli have helped her? That proved how smart the little beast was. Smart enough, certainly, to avoid the boys who tried to capture them. Manoli was appalled. Capture a fire lizard? Pen it up? Not, Manoli supposed with relief, that the creature would stay caught long. It only had to pop between. Now, why hadn't the little queen just gone between with her eggs instead of arduously transporting them one by one? Oh, yes. Between was the coldest place known, and cold would do the eggs harm. At least it did dragon eggs harm. Would the clutch be all right now in the cold cavern? Manoli peered below. Well, if the queen hasn't had as much sense as she'd already shown, she'd get all her followers to come lie on the eggs to keep them warm until they did hatch. Manoli turned her pouch inside out, hoping for some crumbs. She was still hungry. She'd find enough early fruits and some of the succulent reeds to eat, but she was curiously loath to leave the bluff, though it was unlikely that the queen, now her need was past, would reappear. Manoli rose finally and found herself stiff from the unaccustomed exercise. Her hand ached in a dull way, and the long scar was red and slightly swollen. But as Manoli flexed her fingers, it seemed that the hand opened more easily. Yes, it did. She could almost extend the fingers completely. It hurt, but it was a stretchy hurt. Could she open her hand enough to play again? She folded her fingers as if to cord. That hurt, but again, it was a stretchy hurt. Maybe if she worked her hand a lot more. She'd been favoring it until today, when she hadn't given it a thought. She'd used it to climb and carry and everything. Well, you did me a favor too, little queen, Manoli called, speaking into the breeze and waving her hands high. See? My hand is better. There was no answering chirp or sound, but the soft whistle of the sea-born breeze and the lapping of the waves against the bluff. Yet Manoli liked to think that her words had been heard. She turned inland, feeling considerably relieved and rather pleased with the morning's work. She'd have to scoot now and gather what she could of grass and early berries. No point in trying for spider claws with the tide so high.